Hello there. Recently, we've seen some severe weather across Spain and once again in Australia. We'll have a look at both of those later on. First of all, to North America, and we're seeing cold air diving down the eastern side of North America, milder air pushing its way further west up towards Canada. And that's around the edges of this area of high pressure. That's a huge one, and it dominates the story at the moment. Further west, pressure is dropping. A couple of areas of low pressure will bring some wetter weather, some heavy rain, some heavy snow in the mountains as well, and a return to wet and windy weather in the Pacific Northwest. But on Tuesday, for central and eastern parts of North America, under the high pressure, it's still generally dry and sunny. Let's move all the way towards Asia and into China. We've got this band of rain here developing over the next few days. That's going to bring some wet weather into Shanghai, over the East China Sea and heading towards Japan. North of that, the air is much colder. South of it, it's much warmer. And it will be quite warm for a few days in Hong Kong. And we've got plenty of sunshine across Indochina. Some wetter weather probably for the Malay Peninsula. For many parts of Indonesia, though, it's not as wet as it normally is at this time of the year. Has been wet, though, in Canberra. This was Monday. We had hail reportedly the size of cricket balls. Some heavy rain. You may well have seen those dust storms as well. That wetter weather sweeping over the Tasman Sea, heading to the South Island of New Zealand. And then the temperatures will rise in the southeast of Australia ahead of that next band of rain. A lot of wet weather across the north of the country. This is the wet season. The top end city of Darwin will see a lot of rain in the next few days. We may get some more flooding in Queensland as well. Briefly, we see the heat building in Sydney and Melbourne before we get some more rain later on in the week. And again, that may affect the tennis in Melbourne too. Those weather fronts are brushing southeastern parts of Australia, heading again towards the South Island of New Zealand with rain continuing further north. Now, this was the weekend actually due to Storm Gloria. We had some very big waves across eastern parts of Spain and some heavy rain in Iberia, some heavy snow inland over the mountains. It's been causing some disruption. And there's Storm Gloria still on the scene actually on Tuesday. The wind's tending to ease a little bit. The worst of the wet and windy weather heading northwards up towards Barcelona may well affect some southern parts of France. High pressure extends across the UK into Central Europe, so it's cold, it's sunny, maybe frost and fog in the morning. It's mild for northern parts of Europe. Temperatures in Oslo and Moscow significantly above average for the time of year. We've got the wetter weather for a while in Barcelona and perhaps Marseille before the weather does tend to improve.